Hello, hello everybody, welcome. Looking forward to seeing you all for this session. We'll just allow a few more people to come in. Hello and welcome if you're just joining. Okay, let's get going. So, hi and welcome. It's World Parkinson's Day. I'm so excited for you to be joining. It's great to have you all. My name is Yanar. I'm a yoga therapist and I'll be taking you through a gentle chair yoga class suitable for all ages, abilities and stages of the condition. Also great for carers and families, so let them join in too. We'll work through some postures that will support the mobility, flexibility, posture, and functional movement. So that's movement that we need for everyday life. That's so important to help us live well. I run these classes with Parkinson's UK in London and online for several years now, and totally inspired by my mum, who has been living with the condition for over 15 years. So I'm very passionate about creating movement that's accessible for all. All you need for the session is a chair, some space to move your arms, and make sure you move with the limits of your body. You'll see me move my arms to different heights, but you go to where you can. So let's get started. Okay, find yourself in a comfortable seated position. So adjust your feet so they're in contact with the floor. Adjust your legs, feel the shape they're in, and connect your buttocks to the chair. So we're coming into the physical body. Feel your spine is upright. Adjust yourselves, connect to your core, bring the shoulders down away from the ears, open up the chest, and then take a few deep breaths in and out, breathing in through the whole body and release. We'll take 2 more breaths, breathing in long and smooth, and breathing out long and smooth. Last time, big breath in, filling the whole body up with energy and vitality, and releasing. So just take a moment now to check in with yourself, see how your body feels physically, and see where your mind and your mood are mentally, emotionally. Just a quick check-in. There's no judgment, no comment. Don't get caught up in any thoughts. So just a observation. And then prepare yourself for the session. And we'll start with a lovely cat-cow hug. And we'll start with the hands outstretched in front, palms facing each other. And we'll open the arms wide as you open the chest, and then close the arms in and wrap them around the body. We'll continue with a few more times. So breathing in as you lift the chest, lift the chin, and then breathing out, closing the arms, wrapping them around, and round your back if you can. We'll do that again. So big breath in as you open the arms, lift the chest and chin, look up if you like, and then breathing out, wrapping the arms, a big self hug. Last time, breathing in, lift the chest, lift the spine and the chin, hold, and then breathe out, wrapping the arms around the body. Lots of self-love there. And then we unravel, adjust yourself, come back to a natural, neutral position. And we go into arm circles. So we'll open the arms wide and it's a gentle circle. Now your circle will be as big as you would like it to be. See where your shoulders, what mobility allows you today. And we'll do one more. And then we're going to go the other way now. But we'll coordinate with the breath this time. So we'll breathe in as the arms go up, breathe out as they lower. Big breath in and out. Breathing in and out. Last one, breathing in and out. And feel the effects of that. It's a little warm up. And now we go into releasing some tension from the neck, where it's very easy to hold tension there, especially if posture is compromised. So we'll start with a left to right and go gently. Just go to the limits of your body. No need to overstretch. And you can have your eyes open or closed. Both offer quite a different experience. And back to center when you're ready. And we'll go down and up. We're lifting the chin and then lowering the chin towards the chest. Feel the stretch in the front of the neck and also the back of the neck. And coordinate with your breath if you'd like. So breathing in as you lift, breathing out as you lower. Last time, breathing in gently, breathing out, lowering. Coming back to center. And we'll work down the arms now to the elbows. And you can have your arms outstretched at this height or at shoulder height in front. So find the height that feels comfortable for you. I'm going to be up here and you're going to bring the hands to the shoulders. It's a simple movement, but so helpful for keeping the elbows healthy. And a couple more times here. Last one. And letting go. Good. Now we'll work down the arms to the hands. So let's say hello to the hands. We'll give them a bit of a stretch. You can tighten and release, squeeze and stretch. Give the hands a bit of a shake and a wriggle. And we'll flick some water. Lovely. Good. Okay, so when you're ready, you can have the arms outstretched or close by you, whatever feels comfortable. You're going to wrap the fingers around the thumbs to make fists. And we're going into rotation. So we're rotating the wrist joints. And don't worry if your wrists are doing all sorts of funny movements. It's okay. We can just watch with a sense of fun and curiosity. They don't always do what we want them to do. And we'll go the other way. Let's challenge our coordination and see what's possible. Feeling the movement coming from the wrists, feeling the stretch in all the ligaments. And when you're ready, rest there. And we're going back up for wrist bending. So we're going to push an imaginary wall in front, palms flat, fingers pointing upward. Create a bit of tension if you can. Imagine there's a wall you're pushing. And then when you're ready, we're going to take a breath and then breathe out. As you breathe out, lower the fingertips towards the floor. And we breathe in, fingertips up. Breathe out, we lower. Breathing in, lifting up, breathing out, lowering. We'll do that a couple more times. Keeping the palms flat if you can, but no problem if they're not. We're just moving the wrists. Okay, and let go there. Okay, so we'll move on to the shoulders. So Fingers on shoulders when you're ready. This is our starting position. We're going to have the elbows in. No problem if they don't touch, they don't need to. I'm going to take a breath in here. And then breathe out. We're going to open up the elbows out to the sides. You might feel a stretch in the front of the body. Breathing in, back to center. Breathing out, opening the chest. Feel that stretch wherever you feel it. Breathing in, back to center. And we'll continue for a few more times. Just feel the shoulder blades coming together behind you. Feel the opening in the chest. This is great for supporting your posture, especially if you find your shoulders are rounding or your back is rounding. Okay, and let go there. Okay, so next we have a rotation. So we're going to crisscross the hands over the shoulders. Now here you have a choice. You can have the elbows up at shoulder height or down at your chest. So find the angle that feels comfortable for you. I'm going to have mine up, but you find the angle that's comfortable for you. So when you're ready, we're going to take a breath in here and then breathe out, twist to one side. Breathing in, back to center, and breathe out to the other side. And we continue rotating to one side and the other. And just move with the limit of your body. You can make this more dynamic if you like. Feel the twist coming from the waist. Notice what your spine is doing. Can you straighten it? And coming back to center on the next one. And let go as you exhale. So when you're ready, we're going to move on to a side bend. So I'm going to have one arm down. I've got a chair arm in the way, but just about possible. Now your other hand can go on your side body. Now it can be up by the ribs or further down if that's more comfortable. So find the best position for you. You're going to take a breath in and then slide your body down to one side. Breathing in, back to center. And we go over to the opposite side if that's possible. If that's too complicated, stay on one side. And I'm going to alternate. But if you'd like to do 3 on one side and then flip over to the other side, that's absolutely fine. See what's possible for you. Last one on each side. Feel the bend on the side body. Now we rarely move our body side to side, so it's very good to create that movement in a class. Okay. Hope everyone's doing well. Okay, now we're going to a very old classical yoga move, which I've adapted for the chair. It's called churning the mill. So we're going to start with knees out wide. I'm going to adjust into my chair here. Have your knees wide. And feel that you're engaging your core. Have your spine and back as upright as you can. Okay, we're going to interlock the fingers and the arms outstretched in front. When you're ready, we're going to lean forward and then go round to one side and then back towards the back of the chair and rotate to the other side. Now we're moving in a circle and the circle's coming around your hips. So we're rotating around the hip joints. And this is great for hip mobility. We can take it gently and feel the movement. You might be feeling your core working. And we've got one more here, big rotation and back to center. So we pause here, take a breath, When you're ready, we're going to go the other way. So a bit of coordination. We'll go around the opposite direction and make your rotation as big as you like. Feel your core engage. Feel the hips rotating around the hips. Or you might just notice where you feel it, wherever you might be moving. Okay, so back to center and letting go. And just notice the effect of that wherever you've been engaging there. So when you're ready, we're going to bring the knees together and go into a sideways hip movement. It's another great movement to incorporate into your movement routine, especially as we don't get to move side to side in everyday life. So when you're ready, take your attention to one leg and we're going to go out and in. We'll do that three more times on this side. We're moving outwards and in, to the side and back again. One more and rest there. Move your attention to the other leg. Holding it can be supportive, so feel free. And we move to the side and in. We have 4 more. Feel the movement coming from your hip joint and back again, being gentle as you can with your body. Good. Okay, so we're moving down the legs now to engage the knees. This is a simple movement that will keep the knee joint healthy. So take your attention to one leg. And when you're ready, we're going to lift it as high as you can and then lower it. And this time when you lift, just see if you can get a little bit higher and lower. And when you lift again, give the kneecap or any muscles that you can engage with a bit of a squeeze. Get some extra blood flow going there. Last one. This time we're going to hold the leg up. Hold and lower. Good. Okay, so when you're ready, we move to the opposite leg, the other side. We'll just be gentle for the first one, lifting and lowering. And then give it a little extra hold and an extra squeeze and release. And last one, squeeze all the muscles that you can and let go. Good. Okay. Now we're going back to the same leg. This time we're going to raise that leg in the same way and invite you to do rotations with the ankles, with the ankle there. One at a time first. So rotating one way. And then when you're ready, a couple more times, we go the other way. Good. Feel the tension releasing from your ankle. And when you're ready, let go of that gently. Okay. To the other leg. We lift. Hold if you can. Now, if you can't hold your leg up here, feel free to keep it down because that's absolutely fine. And then just do your rotation, your ankle rotation with the leg not as high up. So it's absolutely your choice where you hold your leg. It can be in contact with the floor if you need to. And so we rotate the other way now. I'm just going to lift my leg so you can see it. Okay, and release. Good. So we're working through the whole body. We're nearly at the toes. So we are going to work on the heel and toe movement now. Hopefully you can see my feet. So we're going to start by pressing the toes into the floor. Nice big pressure, create tension, pressure connection between your toes and the floor. And then we're going to lift the toes up so we're up on the heels. And we go again, a big stretch on the ankles as we come up onto the toes. And then back onto the heels. We'll do that a couple more times. You can be a bit more dynamic if you like, or just hold. And one more time. This time let's get a little bit faster. So we go heel, toe, heel, toe, heels, toes. Okay, good. And rest there. Okay, so we'll do the, for the toes, we're just going to wriggle the toes. So we're just going to take our attention all the way to the tips of the toes and give them a big wriggle. If you're wearing shoes, then do what you can in the space that you have. And if you're wearing socks or you're barefoot, stretch the toes as far as you can. Give them a big stretch and a big squeeze. Curl them in towards the feet, the soles of the feet, and then stretch them out. We're using our feet all day, every day perhaps. And it's great to give them a little bit of attention. Okay, so let go of that now. And we have triangle pose next. So we're coming back up the body. So we're going to open up the knees again. And if it's comfortable for you, have one arm resting on the leg, or have one arm, the arm extended down towards the floor. So you choose the posture that feels right for you. And the other arm, we're going to raise it now. My arm's slightly cut off from the camera, but if you raise it up and then gaze up at your arm, if you can, if that's comfortable, or adjust your gaze. And then release that and come back to center, and then repeat on the other side. Raising the arm, looking up if it's comfortable. Feel the opening in the chest because you're looking behind a little bit as well. So there's an opening in the chest. And then release that stretch. And this time we're going to move with the breath. So when you're ready, we're going to breathe in, raise the arm. Breathe out and lower. To the other side, breathe in, raise the opposite arm. Breathe out and lower. So twice more on each side. Big breath in, feel the opening and the stretch. And release. Breathe in, stretch. Breathe out. Return to center. One more time on each side. Big breath in and out. Big breath in and out. Wonderful. Good. Okay. So we'll come back to our seated position and we will close with a little bit of breath work just to help us get on with our day in a little bit of a gentle, calm way. We'll settle the nervous system and we'll connect to our breath a bit. So adjust your position so that you're comfortable again. Feet can be in contact with the floor. Adjust your legs. Connect your buttocks to the chair. Feel that your spine is upright. Gauge your core. Adjust your shoulders and chest so you can support your breathing as respiratory muscles as much as you can. Here you can feel the shape and the position you're in, and then find your breath. Feel that you're following each inhalation and exhalation. You can breathe in deeply to connect to the breath a little bit more. And breathe out. And a big breath in. And out. So I'm going to guide you through a equalized breath practice. And this is a very simple way to balance the nervous system, which can support emotional well-being. It's a very balancing breath and it's accessible. It's really accessible. It's simple for you, that you can do any time of day. And it's a lovely one to do at night as well if you're trying to help yourself to sleep. So I invite you to have one hand on the chest, one hand on the abdomen, and this allows you just to connect to your breath a bit more easily. Because here now you can feel the body breathing. You might feel the rise of the chest as you breathe in and the fall as you breathe out. And here you're just following the natural movement of breath. We're not changing the breath. We're not controlling it in any way. This is just breath observation. We're just feeling the front of body rise and fall. Feel it rise and fall. One more. Feel the body rise and fall. And now I invite you to lengthen the in-breath and lengthen the out-breath a little bit more. And we're going to go to a count of 5. So we're going to count 5 as we breathe in and 5 to breathe out. So we're going to balance and equalize the in-breath to the out-breath. So when you're ready, you're going to breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 2 more here. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5. And now gently release your hand postures and come back to a very natural, effortless breath. We're not changing it here now. So just feel the body breathing without any effort, but also feel the effects of the practice. Notice how you feel in your body physically, but also mentally, emotionally, and the energy in your body. Notice where you're at right now. And before we close, we're going to rub the palms together to create a little bit of heat and energy. So when you're ready, bring the palms together and rub them really fast as you can. And we're going to place them over the eyes. Feel the heat transfer from your palms to your eyes and face. And then flicker the eyes open. And thank yourself for joining today, for looking after yourself and others. And I hope you've enjoyed that and hope to see you again another time soon. Bye, everybody.